Hey guys, and welcome to Bedwars story time. And it's not a story for you to go to bed, it's just a story about me at 4 a.m. in the morning. So basically, we come to the beginning of the story. A new tournament got announced in this Discord server called Tower Battles Community, which is a community for the Tower Battles game. And that game I'm actually decent at. I am starting to play competitively. I've been in past tournaments before, but one thing happened in this tournament that has never happened before. I actually won. No way. What did I win? I won a month of Nitro. I won a custom role in the Discord server for 2 weeks, and I run an exclusive tower that literally does nothing. But that's not the point. So once they released a poll about what should the next tournament be, and then everyone was like, "No ones, no guns. You get to shoot missiles, but you don't get guns." And then I was like, "Okay." Every rule got released, and then I hooked up my friend like, "Yo, do the tournament with me at 4 a.m." And he was like, "Okay." So when then we just staked out for the entire night. Then around 2:30, we actually started practicing together. We devised a pretty decent strategy, which involved me being a person with the towers, farm, enforcer, cryo gunner, fragger, and tuber. You probably don't know any of these if you don't play the game. So yeah, but those are just the towers that we could use. And then my partner had well, my partner kept switching. I never switched. So I think on the first round they had DJ, Phaser, Farm, Fragger, and Tuber. And then they just kept switching. We got Flamethrower once. We got Enforcer another time. We had Cryo another time. I think we ended up sticking with Flamethrower because that one did the most work. And our strategy was actually pretty simple. So I would get 2 Fraggers at the beginning. None of you probably know what this is. Fragger is a short splash tower. It costs 350, and it's really good for defending early game in this game. And yes, Tower Battles is a tower defense game, so that's another thing. Why I'm not playing Tower Battles and I'm playing Bed Wars? Well, I don't know why, but whenever I play Bed Wars, it's easier for me to focus on talking. I don't know why. It's just a thing, and it's also impossible for me to focus on bridging. My strategy was placing 2 fraggers down, which basically dealt with all the early enemies. 2 level 2 fraggers. We had 100 lives in total. We usually lost about 20 lives from the enemies that we couldn't kill with the 2 fraggers. And we also used farm, which gave us extra money each wave. So what I would go is I would get a level 3 farm, which is called the plantation, and it gave us 200 cash per round. At around wave 9, well, wave 8 was when the first boss summoned. A boss has 180 health points, and it's pretty hard to kill. I was early defense. My friend was late defense. So, my friend had a bunch more farms than I did. So, he was in charge of boss 1 defending. The first game we did, it was pretty simple, actually. We basically just, could defend against the boss 1. And then, there's a method called sending, which sends zombies to the other player's side for money. Kind of like that Balloons versus game that I forgot the name of. Kind of like that one. Okay, double fireball, and I'm dead. So after we sent, they just basically died because they couldn't defend. Our defense was like a spam of tubers. We did level 2 tubers, which did like 8 damage and 4 splash damage. 8 damage at the direct damage, which means that the enemy it hit, it did 8 damage, and then the enemies around it had dealt 4 damage around. So with that, we could easily take down the boss ones. They didn't even send us boss ones, which is actually a necessity, because boss ones can destroy your economy. You're going to have to sacrifice a ton of money to stop a boss one from reaching your end, which is actually a very important part of our story here. So they didn't send, which meant we had a lot of time to increase our economy and farm more, which means that we out-ecoed them, which means we got more money per round for them, and we also had more money over all of them. But it didn't really matter because they literally died from like our 2 boss ones. So that was the first round. So second game, we were playing on a map called Farm Field. It was like one of my most hated maps. I hate it so much. It sucks. It can not exist anymore. Mainly because it was bad for our strategy. If it was just like in general, it would be pretty good. But one guy had a glitch in which he didn't have enough money to start, so it was an unfair advantage for us, even though it was unintentional. And then we decided to do a rematch. we won the rematch, actually. The rematch is actually pretty intense. We played on Desert Outskirts, which is actually a 1000 IQ move on my part. They had a tower called Mortar, which can only be placed on cliffs. Desert Outskirts has, like, 2 cliffs, so they could place, like, about 4 mortars in total, which meant they couldn't really use it efficiently. Basically, even though they could stall about like wave 23, because they put a ton of money into defending, we still won in the end because we had more economy than them. Meaning that we could send more enemies later on in the game, and we can also upgrade our towers more for better defending. Because we kind of destroyed them by literally picking a map that they couldn't use their towers efficiently on, that gave us an incredible advantage that ended up in them losing. That was the second game. It was actually pretty messy. It took a while. Let's just quickly do this real quick. I'm going to do a risky strategy. And they're not that good. Okay. So basically, after I completely destroyed their eco, we almost lost, but because of my great stalling abilities, we won. That was that. The next game was pretty easy. I think we played on... I honestly don't remember. So, that game, I don't remember. I do remember that it was pretty simple, though. We basically sent, and they died. We had a bad start on this because we were just talking and not really paying attention. So, he couldn't farm that well, which is a bad thing, because that's a really, really crucial thing for tournaments. So, because he couldn't farm well, we almost lost. But thankfully, I reminded him to, like, farm at, like, 8 different points of time. We leaked a lot of lives, but we passed through in the end. I think they died from the heavyweight boss. Yeah, I think we played Egg Hunt, which is a really small map. So basically, we made it to wave 17, in which the next boss spawns, which has like 1,600 health or 1,500 health. It was insane. So basically, we put all our money into defense. So at wave 9, we brushed them. They had to spend a lot of money in defenses so they wouldn't lose. Then we were like, okay, we didn't really pay attention. Then at wave 14 and 15, they just spammed boss ones. They spammed about like 10 boss ones, which meant that was like 1,800 health in total. Thankfully, the tubers had so much splash and actually annihilated them. We almost lost, but because of good management, we could move our tubers places by selling them and replacing them, and we actually won that part. I'm just walking past these places now. I should probably rush blue. So, while we did that, we somehow lived. They had no more money because they spent it all, and then we decided to counter rush, in which they had to use the last of their money just upgrading everything. Okay, 1,000 IQ plays here. 1,000 IQ plays here. $1,000 IQ plays. Oh crap, he's gonna kill me. Not 1,000 IQ plays. Okay, we lost that game, but it's fine. We had a great defense because we had to spend a lot of money on defending. So we had like 3 level 4 tubers, which we now use to defend. A level 4 tuber is actually incredibly good for defending against boss 1 rushes. So we got that, and we had to have another one because they just kept rushing, and we had horrible luck with mysteries. So basically, we almost lost, but we succeeded because we just pulled through. Our farming was a little off. They had no farming whatsoever, though, which is the good thing. Because of that, we could have a good defense for when wave 17 came and the boss 2 came. So the thing is, Cryo does not work against boss 2. It cannot slow down boss 2 by a lot. So it was evidently useless in that situation, which meant that I had to spend money on tubers. Which, remember, I was early defense, which means that I only have one tower that can do late defense, and that's tuber. And you could argue that Max Fragger, which is level 5 Fragger, could defend against a little bit of boss 2, but it was not very effective. So, because of that, we killed our boss 2, and then they died to their boss 2 because they didn't have a good enough defense. They were just spamming enforcers around, which have little range, and that's really good for taking out crowds of enemies like our boss 1s. But that's not good overall for boss 2, because it's a tank, not separate unit, and it also doesn't get affected by enforcer's stun, which is another thing. An enforcer can stun a zombie, which means that like it can either completely freeze them or just reduce their movement speed, depending on what type of zombie they were. Okay, just do a cheap strategy. And you're gone. And your bed's gone. So they died to their boss too. We almost died to our boss too, but I literally screamed at my friend. So we just sold like a bunch of things at the front and placed it at the back where the combo where the boss 2 actually was. We killed the boss. Well, we didn't kill the boss 2, but the boss 2 was at 60 health. And mind you, we had like 62 lives. So we had 2 lives left over. And their boss 2 was at 800, and we were just like, GG, it's over. So we won that one. It was actually a really close game. So then after that, we played on a map in which the name I forgot because I'm dumb. I do know it's 173 track length, and it is like winter. It's like Arctic Forest or something, like winter outpost. I have no idea. I'm like super dumb right now. I cannot remember. Mainly because I had 3 hours of sleep today, but that's besides the point. So the next game was like on the Arctic map. I believe this one was the longer one, unless I'm confusing the ones with the other. I do know that we did have these battles, but they might be out of order. So bear with me if I make any mistakes. So on this, we were farming. This was actually one of my better maps that I played on. Because we actually practiced a lot, and it was one of my favorite maps in the entire game. So, and I still don't remember the name of it. So we played on the winter map, which is 173 track length, I believe. So I placed a fragger at the front and the back, which is actually the best positioning for it, because it allows the fragger to attack in, like, the best positions. I did that. He farmed. Basically, I think this is where I boss rushed, and then they boss rushed. I think they might have boss rushed later, but I do remember that they boss rushed. So I'm not sure when they rushed, but I do remember that they rushed like I think 5 or 6. So my partner just got a level 4 tuber, which absolutely annihilated them. I just kept my fragger there, and also every wave 10 I have to upgrade my fragger to level 4 because of hidden detection, which means that like he can see more. He can see the mantis shrimp colors. Okay, so that was that. That was an important detail that I left out, but yeah. So they sent. I think we sent. And I believe we heavy... No, we didn't heavy rush. No, we did heavy rush. I forgot when we heavy rushed. I know in one of the fights, we heavy rushed on wave 15, which annihilated them. Oh, no, that was the one with the Enforcer. That was the one on Econ. I'm dumb. So that was last game. So then I rushed. He was saving up money to defend. I believe this one, we actually got pretty far. We got to wave 23. No. I think we got to wave 23. I know in one match we got to wave 23. Oh no, the one on desert outskirts, the one I think was the second, the second one, we got to wave 23 and they died from hidden bosses, which is actually like really strong and really fast units. He's going after my bed. I have obsidian though, so it doesn't really matter. So sorry about the misconception of information. I'm bad at the game, and he's also bad at the game. And lag. And heavy lag. Don't make me disconnect at this point. Okay. Crap. This is like the laggiest game I've ever been in. He's still at my base, that's all I know. Come on, get him. Oh my gosh, he's at 1 HP. He's gonna deposit the emeralds. Where is he? I know he's here somewhere. Bro, am I blind? Am I this bad at the game? I swear to God I'm blind. Am I blind? He couldn't have been... Wait, where is he? I'm so confused. If my bed's gone, just let it be. I don't even know where he is anymore. Okay. So back into the winter map game. I believe we just boss rushed and then we defeated them. But I'm not sure. I think we went on mystery lock, and then I think they died from the boss too, which is that big boss with a lot of health. Oh, that was the final. So they died from that boss too, and then we were like, okay, he's probably at my base. I'm gonna try to pull off a bed trade here. I don't even know where he is, actually. And I can't tell where he is. Wait, is he? No, yeah, he's at my base. Come on. There, he got his bed. Yeah, he's at my base, like, the entire time. Get that. Okay, so let's get a knockback stick to be annoying. He's over there, going to mid. So, at that winter map, I'm not sure how it ended. It either ended in a mystery rush that they lost to, or boss 2 rush. Or no, or the boss 2 killed them. Not completely sure. And this man. He sees. Yeah, he knows that I'm here. He knows that I'm here. No, I can't lose another game. Oh my god, I was a second away from that. Okay, well, I lost another game. So that was the game. Well, it was not even close at all, I don't think. We could defend pretty easily. Then the last game, this one I remember extremely clearly. It was Pond. There were 2 people. They were also really good. They made it all the way from the bottom. They had no buys. They're actually gonna make a video that's gonna be released on Monday. So I'll plug that in if I do find that. Hopefully he'll DM it to me. So that'll be in the description. So this was the most intense match. I think it also like marked my 300th win or something. No, no, it was like 304th win. Okay. So basically, it started pretty easy. We both put farms down. We both got fragger. And be in mind, these guys had about the exact same loadout as me and my partner, but they were more they had their teammate had a cryo and fragger instead of our phaser and flame. So basically, I knew immediately when I saw their loadout that they were gonna rush us. Cause no way in the world is someone with that tower loadout going to play late game. In my experience of tower battles, I've never seen anyone with that kind of loadout play end game. So I immediately told my teammate about this, which is like my big brain move. So then I warned him, be ready to get level 4 tuber, because I am like 90% sure that most people who come in the tournament do not know how good level 4 tuber is. So we went in, I placed my fragger, I placed another fragger, leveled up to 2, got a plantation, and then the other team did the same. Except that we were out farming them, because they were both defending, while only I was defending on my team. So then my teammate could farm, and we had more money overall. And then, wave 8, I told my teammate to just get a tuber, because I knew that they were going to boss 1 rush. So, because of this information, he got a tuber, and then he was cautious. He was gonna... So basically, he waited until wave 10 to sell his farms, and then place a level 4 tuber. This play is an incredibly risky play. Wave 9 is the wave where people can send boss 1s. But wave 10 is where hiddens come. So I not only had to defend, but I also had to kill the hiddens with my limited money. So at wave 9, the enemy team rushed 8 to 10 boss 1s. I forgot the exact number, but it was like 8 to 10. Insane amount of boss 1s. They spent a crap ton of money on that rush. So I countered it actually by sending 3 boss 1s because my teammate was saving up for that level 4 tuber. Our boss 1 rush did not work. Theirs almost did. So this was a very intense moment. I placed so many cryo gunners. Okay, so first things first, let's just retrace back to the beginning of that round. I placed a tuber, level 1, and then my teammate did absolutely nothing because he was saving. He was asking me if he should sell his farm, in which I replied, sell your farm. So he did sell his farm. He was 100 away from getting that level 4 tuber. That was where I was starting to panic, because I don't want him to sell his other farm, because we're going to need that later. But if we don't sell it, then we might have a risk of losing. So then I just waited out. I said if it goes like halfway or in the range where you can't get it and the wave doesn't end, just sell your farm. Thankfully, the wave did end. He had enough money for that level 4. And then I just spammed cryo gunners for stall. And then he just, he placed a ton of, I am so bad at this game. I don't understand how people break the beds instantly, but if you saw that, in 1 second I couldn't even break that bed. Like, bruh. Okay, so where was I? Yes, I was placing a crap ton of crowd gunners, like 4. And then I ran out of money. I was panicking. Oh no, they're gonna get through. Teammate comes in completely clutch, spams. He sells his farm. Bro, I literally can't. He sells his farm, gets another tuber just to stop the rush, and then we're like, okay, this is it. Almost leaked through. I had to get another tuber at the end just to stop the rush. So this is the moment. The final battle. This would have decided all. The level 4 tuber. It completely annihilates the first 6 bosses, leaving literally nothing. I completely underestimated its range. Its range was humongous. I honestly thought it was going to be, like, really short. So then, we almost died, but then I came in clutch with another stall cryo gunner. And then my teammate over here... Oh, God. Okay. My teammate just placed another tuber down. So with that tuber, we defended against the boss rush. We had 2 health left over again. And then they killed our bosses because it was okay. So then we were like, oh god, thank god. We were pretty relieved, and they started to panic. They had no economy whatsoever. That was their only game plan. And then I knew then that we were going to win. Okay, so then we just mystery boss rushed. We sent about 8 boss ones. They also tried to send even more, but they had no money to send. So then after we sent, it was gone. I think it was like this though. You can check the other guy's video that's gonna come out on Monday, or in the description right now if it is available, about that. But basically, he has like the recorded version. I gave him permission to use everything, and it's fine. I didn't record it myself because I didn't think to record it. It could have been good content, and I could have explained it in this video right over here, which is actually incredibly long, but it's fine. So at this moment, we had 2 level 4 tubers, and then they had like a spam of cryo gunners, a flamethrower, and then a mess of tubers. Basically, just incredibly unorganized. They tried to rush. Our strategy was better. And this guy's bed is gone. So basically, that level 4 tuber won us the entire game. And hence, the life lesson in this is get level 4 tuber if you're doing one of these tournaments. So, I guess that was our pretty intense battle. It was the first one we've ever had. Well, the first tournament win I've ever had. It was the first tournament my friend has ever had. If you want to see your custom role, just go in the Tower Battles Discord. I'll link it down below with the game. It's interesting. It's a very interesting role. Bro, there's like 1 guy left already. What the hell? So, we won. Everything was good. It was 6 a.m. This tournament took 2.5 hours. It was literally... light was literally seeping through the windows. And I was like... I really pulled an all-nighter practicing and training for this tournament. I've won. But at what cost? So, yeah. That was a story about how we won, and how I have 3.5 hours of sleep, and recording this today. Now, we did the tournament. If I sound dead, it's because I did the tournament. My voice is literally dry from screaming of excitement, and also, I couldn't really sleep because I was too... Actually, I slept pretty easily. I was really excited, but my body was just like, stop. Yeah, so that was that. That was our little Tower Battles tournament experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story. We're not going to end the video just yet, because I do need to eliminate this guy's bed to see if I can win. What? No! No, no, no! I had a pop-up tower. Oh, I'm so good at this game. I'm too good at this game. Oh my god, this game's actually bad. I can't do this. Do you know why? Because the pop-up tower screwed me over. No, don't. Oh my gosh. Wait, there's no way he's not voiding, right? So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so bad at this video game. I had so many chances to win, but I had to throw. But we won the Tower Battle tournament, and that's what matters in this video. So anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.